Capricorn, hi. So this is going to be a reading for June 1st through the 7th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. And there's something on, I've got a light right here, and I'm trying not to look. Sometimes I have these fixations that I don't know where the fuck they're coming from. I'm trying not to look much in that direction because it's got a little dot on it that I forgot to remove. And it's bothering me. And I could easily reach and get it, but like, I can't look directly into the light, so for that I would have to turn the light off. So it's a process, but when I started the reading, I already pressed record, and then I'm like, ah, shit, I forgot to take care of that, and now I can see it at the corner of my eye, and it's kind of bothering me. Yeah, we all got our little thingies, fixations. Oh, fucker. Anyways, the overall energy for the reading, the Four of Pentacles. A little bit of stubbornness there. Or hanging on to something, just not wanting to let something go here. In the recent past, the Sun, the Knight of Pentacles, the Justice card. Okay. Pursuing happiness there, slowly but surely, you know, happiness within a context. You are definitely dealing with something where it's like, okay, this is my path. This is my goal for this, happiness. Okay, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. Quite slow in how you were pursuing that, but it felt good, you know. Even if it was slow, it felt like this is it. I'm on the right track here. Okay. In the current situation, the Moon, the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Cups, you've got some hidden intentions in there. Like, for the most part, you're showing up with clear, honest openness towards something. Like, okay, this is what I want. What you see is what you get, ish. Because the Moon is there, so you got some hidden intentions there. Yeah, what you see is what you get for sure, but there's something else too. You know, so there's something more that you may want from a situation than what it is that you're kind of showing up as. But in the immediate future, the Queen of Wands, the Lovers, the Ten of Pentacles, everything looks in place here. You seem confident, you seem good, you're connected here to something or someone. As far as stability goes, everything is a-okay there, you know. So everything seems to be feeling quite good for you. But let's clarify. Let's see what's up. Let me do the Four of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Cups. Okay, you want something here. But you know, it's funny, you're not showing up on the surface as if, like, if I were to see you pursuing something here that you're pursuing in this instance, I wouldn't necessarily, I couldn't tell just based off of seeing you that, hey, you want something really bad here. Oh, maybe that's why you're hiding. Because on the surface, you're like, no, I want this, you know, yeah, sure, yeah, I'm gonna go for it, I'm good here. But that's about it. Now, when I look at the energy, I'm like, you really want this, you know? Like, there's again, a sense even of stubbornness underneath it all. Like, I'm really going to get this. Whereas, again, on the surface, you're presenting it as, oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, I want that. Like, easy breezy. For the Sun in the recent past, holy crap. You get the Five of Cups, the Tower, the Hermit. Okay. So this wasn't an intentional, hey, let me set myself up on the path of happiness. This happened because you've gone through a lot of bullshit. So you've gone through a lot of stuff in there, by the looks of it. You know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Especially the ugly. But you've learned from it. You've healed. You've grown. And in all honesty, that is when you started setting yourself up on this path towards pursuing happiness. When this whole crap started for you. You didn't realize it at that time, because you were probably more concerned with what the fuck is going on. You know, why is my world crumbling? but that was the exact point in time in which you started walking the path towards your own happiness by healing. So pretty cool. But for the Knight of Pentacles, in the recent past, you get the Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Swords. All right. And you persevered. You know, no matter how challenging it got along the way, you persevered, you pushed through. But that's why the path seems like slow, you know? Because I'm sure this took quite a minute here, potentially years for you to get into this place of, okay, I'm starting to feel more confident. I'm starting to kind of gather myself up from everywhere that I've been decomposed, basically, or deconstructed. But yeah, gathering up the little pieces to put them together to make a new you. And then you're showing up more confident, more secure within yourself, trusting yourself. And then slowly but surely you build up in that direction of, okay, what am I doing here? Oh, this. Okay, yeah, I'm doing this, you know. Whereas when you started this, it was all kind of dust, you know, around you. You couldn't tell what was what. You couldn't tell what you were or who you were at that moment. But for the Justice card in the recent past, you get the Empress, the Queen of Cups, the Four of Pentacles. That's what you're hanging on to. Well, you need to let that go. You, at some point in time on this path towards yourself, basically, you've stepped into your power big time. And it felt good. It felt like nothing you've ever felt before. You know, like, oh my God, who is this person? Me? Fuck yeah, you know? And then I see you really trying your best to just stay there forever and ever and ever. And you can't. You gotta let that go because you need to outgrow that at some point. Believe it or not. I know when you reach those points, you probably think, okay, this is it. There's nothing better than this. It's called evolution, so, you know, there's better than that. But you need to let that state go, no matter how good it feels, to feel empowered, to be like, oh my God, you know? Because there's other levels to it. And if you hang on to that, you won't allow yourself to grow even more. So I don't know what happened, but I see you really trying to stay there with that, like this. I love this version of me. Okay, but there's better ones out there. You know? If you hang on to that one, you may not experience the better ones. For the Moon in the current situation, you get the Justice card, the Ten of Pentacles, the Sun. Oh my God. I think you are experiencing happiness right now. You know, there's stability, happiness, balance. You know, all sorts of things. There's other things playing out. I can't tell. I think you're distracted by those other things. Because in all honesty, your energy of stability and your happiness are there. They're present. I can't tell if you see them or feel them. Because, you know, it's like they're in the shadow of something. Balance is there, stability, happiness. They're there. But the Moon is there. So you might be distracted by something else. Instead of just being there with all of these and kind of taking it all in, you might get, you know, excited by who knows what. For the Ace of Wands, in the current situation, you get the Seven of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Swords. Okay. You're dealing with something. There's a sense of excitement you're feeling over this something that you're dealing with. But I see you kind of holding yourself back, being like, okay, I don't want to rush this. Like, I don't want to, just because I feel, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, I don't want to act from the, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You know, I want to act just from one, oh my God. And just kind of keep it cool. Keep it steady. You know, keep it chill. Let's not rush. Okay. Let me do the Knight of Cups. For the Knight of Cups, you get the Seven of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Cups. There's a lot of stuff happening for you at the same time. And I can't tell. I think you're hanging on just to the good stuff, because mostly it is good stuff, but there's other stuff too. You know, where I kind of see you on an energy of like riding the wave of moving on, an energy of moving on. So if you moved on from something, or you're in the process of moving on from something, that is going to bring up other types of energies, not just, yay, we're doing this, you know? So I don't see you focusing on those, which is fine for now. I'll get to that later. For now, enjoy the ride. You're actually, again, focusing on really the good stuff and what's going on here. Just, don't forget about the other stuff, because there's other stuff going on too. For now, you're allowed to be on this wave because it's nice. But if you dismiss the other stuff, they might pile up into an ugly energy that's going to come banging on your door, when you least expect it. So it's like, you might as well just be aware. Okay, yeah, there's processes that are going on. There's cycles that are being closed potentially, Oh, hell yeah, look. You're on cloud 9 here, your own personal cloud 9. For the Queen of Wands in the immediate future, you get the 9 of Cups, the Magician, the Devil. Yeah, I'm not worried about the Devil, that's your energy. But you're definitely manifesting good stuff. And you're in a good place to manifest good stuff. And you have almost like a cockiness to you at this point. You're kind of showing up like, of course I got this, And it's like, yeah, you do, but like humble a little bit. You're going up there with it, beyond cloud 9. You're good, yeah. Take it down a notch there. It's becoming a little cocky, but you're good. You're still okay. For the lovers in the immediate future, you get the King of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Four of Wands. There's a commitment here, and I'm not sure what's up with it, because it's the first time I'm seeing it in the reading, so I'm not sure if it's showing up at this moment in time, or if it's been here all this time, but now it's feeling like, because you're feeling like on cloud 9, so you should bring that energy to this commitment, and everything feels better than okay here. You do seem to come in a little more practical when it comes to this one. When it's just you and you riding that wave, you're beyond cocky. But like when it's tied up to this other energy and this commitment, like, okay, we need to get serious about shit. You are showing up more practical, more feet on the ground, It still looks good. Still looks nice. But I can't tell if it's a new one or if it's not such a new one, but it feels like something fresh is kind of hitting it. Let me do the 10 of Pentacles in the immediate future. You get the 5 of Swords, the Page of Wands, the Emperor. This whole sense of, this is in regards to work potentially, and this whole sense of I've got this, which you do. But sometimes when we enter that space in which we think we're on top of the world and we can't fail at nothing, you need a dose of humbleness in the immediate future here, because it's going to get you into trouble, especially on this side. When it comes to your work or a project you're working on, you're like, and then you don't give it as much attention as it needs. So just because you think, I'm better than this or whatever, So just pay attention to that energy. Just don't go up there, super up there. It's fine to enjoy it. It's fine to take it all in. It's fine to fucking say, hell yeah, I'm worth all of this, because you are, But when you go to the point of, I don't have to lift a finger for shit to happen to me because I'm that good, that's a different story. So a little bit of humbleness here. Ride the wave in a healthy way. Don't get too, above that wave. Because it could potentially cause problems along the way. Especially at work, where you think I got this. You'll see if you keep up the attitude. Let's just put it that way. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. See, there's other stuff too. From the universe, you get the Chariot, the 5 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles. You've got a loss here of some sort, a separation, a loss, something that is, I don't think it's closed off as an experience quite yet, whatever's going on within this energy. And it's kind of up in the air for now, so that tells me it's probably not closed off. You're probably dealing with it, but it's not showing anywhere in the reading, in the sense of that's not where your focus is. And as I said, for now, that's okay. At some point, you're going to have to address this because it's there and the universe is kind of pointing at it like, hey, don't forget about that one, you know? Because again, you can dismiss it, you can forget about it all you want. At some point, it's going to come back. It's your energy tied up to whatever's going on here. There's a grieving process. There's all sorts of things that need to unfold here that are not playing out quite yet because you're so super focused on, you know, the next chapter you jumped into, which again, fine, great, awesome. Don't let that interfere with the new chapter because it will at some point, and in not great ways if you don't pay attention to it. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.